I know my hair is really greasy because I put a hot oil treatment in there. And I have to redo my lashes too, so don't judge my lashes right now, guys. But anyway, I wanted to say really quick, because it don't matter what you look like, right? We don't come on here to, well, no, I don't come on here to get attention from people from my looks. Um, it's from what's within and what the Lord wants to speak. But anyway, lately, I've been feeling or hearing and sensing the Lord say that don't freak out and don't fret, don't get scared, don't um like fall into temptations of the old lifestyle and things like that because of you being nervous because it looks like you're being pruned. When someone's pruned, just like a plant, okay, God knows, just trust the Lord. Trust the Lord because God knows even when it's pruning time, right? And He's like cutting off um, branches and leaves and whatever needs to be cut off. That happens to plants all the time. You have to do that in order to help it to grow bigger and better and further, healthier. So to allow it to thrive. So, but to that plant, if that plant didn't know the next step, if the plant never knew that it would grow bigger and stronger and wider and all of that, that plant would freak out. Like, why are you killing me? Literally, that's what it's like. And I know it's like, so it's like we deal with that too in life, you know, like we get things taken away from us where um losing relationships, like it seems like, oh my gosh, all my life is like falling apart. Okay, but trust the Lord. If you're in the Lord, hopefully you are in the Lord, because if you're not in the Lord, then that could be bad news. But if you are in the Lord and you do believe in Jesus, then don't freak out at first and worry and get all stressed out and this and that, because God is working and God will still work it through. Like, just because relationships are being removed, or maybe you're moving to a new place and you may look or seem even like you're going backwards, like, Lord, what is going on? Like, my finances, this, and that. Like, don't freak out because God has it all under control. Just continue to trust the Lord and know and believe that He has a better plan and a better route for you. Even if He's pulling you back, that's what I was gonna say. It may a lot of times God will kind of like a what's called bow and arrow, like where you're pulling back the quiver. I think it's called. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But the arrow, basically, you pull it back. You have to pull it back in order to launch it way further forward. So just because our mental and our mind emotionally, again, you feel like you're being held back, you feel like you're going steps backwards, or you feel like things are getting taken from you, you feel like all of hell's falling apart, you literally can feel like you're dying. Because you know them trees, literally, like them plants, they be feeling, I can't imagine if you were a plant and somebody comes and cutting on you. It's like, why are you killing me? You know? But it's okay. Calm down. God is not killing you. God is not, you're not doomed. It's all a work in progress for God's goodness to come out of it. I promise you, He will get the glory out of it some way, somehow. You are His creation, you know? And it can be scary because that's where faith comes in. You know, like you have to have faith in order to walk with Him, because if not, you are going to allow fear to get to you. And that's one thing that I know lately the Lord has really worked on me lately with is not allowing fear or the lies of the enemy to continue to creep in and try to steal my joy. I'm so tired of that. Like, that has been one of the biggest battles I've ever fought, honestly, which I've been through a lot. But just consecutively, like over and over, like it's like a wave almost, like it comes and goes, where I deal with heavy mental like warfare, like just the stupid thoughts and fears even of like the future, or fears of like because of like being hurt in the past, like, you know. And I know that can somewhat deal with like unforgiveness and stuff, so I've asked the Holy Spirit to like reveal it to me and show me and help me. And I genuinely do today and every day. I forgive everyone, because why it's easier for me to forgive everyone is because I know that there's a spirit in operation behind whatever the situation may be. Although situations can be very ugly, they can seem very hard to deal with, I know that we live in the spiritual realm, and everything that happens in the natural, there's something going on in the spiritual first. So I know like something's going on there spiritually, and so we don't fight against flesh and blood. You know, I could go and fight whoever hurt me or this or that. That's not going to solve anything. That's not going to help any matters at all. We have to fight it in the spiritual realm. We have to go to war in the spiritual realm. We have to believe and walk in faith as the Lord is instructing us to. Not just reading the Bible and say, okay, well, that's a good book. No, apply it to your lifestyle. Are you going to actually take in the wisdom that He's trying to give to you, the Holy Spirit? There's a lot of times people will thank me for the things that I post online, and a lot of times on Facebook, and I'm like, it's not me, it's not my wisdom, and it's really not. It's the Holy Spirit's. Only because I asked Him for it, though. Because I've read many times in the Bible where it says, like, my people perish for lack of knowledge, and then the Bible also says to ask for wisdom and God will give it to you. So why wouldn't you ask Him? But and a lot of times it can seem hard to say or hard to hear, even. Like, there's a lot of people that get an offense, or they may put something on what I'm saying. Like, I can say something about basically protecting or guarding your heart because of someone cheating or this or that and the third, and then somebody go, oh God, somebody's cheating. Like, no, calm down. It's not always about me and my specific situation, although sometimes I could. But I mean, okay, even if I was, that's my choice. If I'm willing or wanting to share certain things about my life, don't nobody else control me on that part. I'm allowed to testify. I'm allowed to witness in the good and the bad. Okay? Like, that's a part of life. Nobody, if I'm not fake, okay? That's one thing about me, is that I have not ever been able to stand somebody who is not genuine and is and operates in fakeness. Like, you know, I just, ever since a kid, it's like something's inside of me. Literally, it is one of my huge triggers. Like, I will end up just completely removing myself from around your presence if I feel like your energy is being fake and you're not being real and genuine. And believe me, I can feel it most times because, like, I'm an empath or whatever. But spiritually, the Lord will reveal it to me and show me your heart posture. But I pray for people who obviously are struggling and whatever, but I could just pick up on things, and I'm little slick comments and things like that. Like, if that's how you truly feel, then why don't you be 100% and say that instead of being fake and hiding behind it? Like, okay, if that's how you feel, that's fine, but we don't have to be around each other then, like, why would I be around a snake, That's okay. Like, that's the beautiful thing about free will in life and choices and things like that, is you do not have to be around anybody that you don't want to be around. Unless, obviously, you are in, like, a family and maybe you're a child and that kind of sucks for them. But regardless, God can help you through that situation too. And of course, like I said, none of us are perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God. But at the end of the day, it's important to try to learn what the Bible is telling you, seek for the wisdom of the Holy Spirit, and continue to correct whatever wrongs. Like, of course, if I do wrong, I apologize. I don't know how many times I've apologized to people, like even my own children, because I am imperfect, obviously. I don't come on here trying to act like I am. Never have I ever. People will say that a lot of times, and that's just false, because that's never, you can go all the way back to any of my videos, and I've never, ever, ever sat here and acted like I was perfect. Actually, I've claimed that I am powerless in a lot of times, and that the Holy Spirit and God is the one who has helped me through my situations in life and helped me through heartache and healing and deliverance and all of these things. Like, never have I ever claimed, oh, I did so good, or I have this degree, or I'm this, or I'm that. No, 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 no. Not have I don't operate in that way, because I know that it's not me, it's the power of the Holy Spirit. Why would I ever try to take the glory of God? It's not mine. I wouldn't never try to do that. And that's another thing, you got to be careful, because that's kind of scary. Don't try to take credit for something that you obviously you didn't do. I know who did it, I'm in relationship with him. I know he lives within me, but it's not something that I specifically did. So, but yeah, if you're going through things and it feels like all heck is breaking loose, don't worry, don't freak out. Know that God has a plan in it all. And later on, like I said, that plant, them being pruned and cut back and stuff like that, if they only knew and have the faith to understand that God was doing a miracle, they wouldn't be in fear. So don't fear. God bless.